So I'm just gonna play, watching I go away, watching I go away, watching I go away.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How you doing, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Well, today I am back, and I told you guys I was coming back, and I'm here. So today on the channel, we will be doing a Arnold Palmer wine. I've been wanting to do this one for a good while, guys. Like, I don't know why I didn't do it ahead of time, but maybe because I was focused on other drinks, other wine combinations that I can combine. And so today I figured, why not? Because I drink a lot of Arnold Palmer myself since I've been trying to wean myself away from Coke and Sprite and stuff. But for the majority of the time, I have. So I've really been drinking Arnold Palmer's instead of all of that junk. But to each his own. It's just my personal journey. But yeah, so we are going to focus on our ingredients. And I am only using the Earl Grey, Earl Grey black tea, twin brands, but whatever black tea that you have, you can use that. You know, maybe right now you probably want to stay away from some of the Earl Greys that might have the different, things like jasmine and other herbs and spices. I just wanted to get this as neutral as possible, so I just went with the Earl Grey black tea. And like I said, let's see, because I don't always have to go up in order. So I'm using 4 bags of this, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up in the pot with our gallon of water right here. And well, I'm not gonna put the whole gallon up in the pot, obviously. So yeah, I'm just gonna pour enough up in there so I can steep these. And personally, I want to steep these for 20 minutes, get a nice strong black tea flavor. Obviously, steeping it that long, we get some nice tannins out here. And I also have 3 pounds of lemon sitting over here, so that's what we're using, 3 pounds of lemons, obviously, and they're pretty beautiful or whatever. Guys, like I said, as always, if you ever have a chance to zest your lemons, zest it, because you can use it later. You can make a limoncello, or use it for seasoning and all of that good stuff. I'll be right back. All right, so with all that being said, guys, we are about to get to our wine, and I just wanted to say one more little tidbit. It's not about this wine per se, well, in a sense, but this wine, the one before it, and the one before that. So it would be the Purple People Eater wine, the Pink Moscato, and this wine itself. These are all experimental, but like I told you guys, we have to try new things in our community to see what other people like. Maybe some of my wines been made. Maybe I'd have made some wines that other people haven't made. But I just wanted you guys to see that, use your head. Think, be creative. Because you can come up with all type of stuff and you'll be like, oh my God, man, if I wouldn't have made this, I would have never known what I had. So you got to give things a try. But anyways, we done with the introduction, and now we are about to get to this wine. Okay, so first we're going to add some water so we can get that started with the bowl. It doesn't matter how much you put up in there. Well, you could put like 1/4 of a gallon or whatever for this one, because like I told you, we're going to steep our tea, and we're going to go ahead and put this on medium heat. And when this comes up to a nice warm simmer, we're going to go ahead and drop our tea in and let them sit for 20 minutes, and we'll be good to go for our strong tea. All right, went ahead and moved on to our lemons. So guys, like I said, while you're waiting on your water to come up to a nice good simmer, I went ahead and put it on medium heat, as you can see. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut my lemons and juice them. Not worrying about zesting mine because yeah, I got plenty of lemon zest, but I'm going to go ahead and do that and get right back to you guys. All right guys, we have gotten this up to a nice simmer. So what we're going to do is go ahead and add our tea bags. And like I said, we're going to keep our tea bags up in here for roughly about 20 minutes or whatever, get us a nice strong tea going or whatever. I'm trying to mess with these little ropes on the side or whatever, so I can put them on the side, make sure we don't start a fire here or whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna let that sit for around 20 minutes, and instead of turning this off, we're gonna keep it on, because we're gonna go ahead and take our sugar and add in next, and we're gonna go ahead and take the tea bags out, of course, and then dissolve our sugar into the tea. So now that our tea has been finished, we'll go ahead and set our tea bags to the side. As you see, it was hot. So now we are going to go ahead and pour in our 2 pounds of sugar. And I don't know if I did mention it, and if I didn't, guys, I'm sorry or whatever, but yeah, basically we had 4 cups of sugar, which is roughly around 2 pounds of sugar. And we are just gonna mix this up until we get it to go clear. And I'll let you guys know when it's done, and we'll get to the next step. All right guys, so this is where the debate is going to come in, because this is experimental. So with the tea, you could do what you like. If you're expert with tea, you might know how to proportion your tea or whatever. 2 bags, 3 bags, 4 bags, 5 bags, etc., whatever. I just roughly estimated and guesstimated based on the research that I've done, to go with around 4 bags of tea for this particular thing. And like I said, I used about 1/4 gallon, or yeah, 1/4 gallon or whatever of water, and added the tea bags and roughly let them sit for about 10-15 minutes simmering. So hopefully we have a strong enough tea flavor, because usually when we're using tea, we're only trying to get the tannin out of it. And right now, like I said, we're trying to make a strong tea to go along with the lemon juice. And of course we're going to add water. Like I said, even if this does go dry, we will back sweeten, because You want your Arnold Palmer to be sweet, but you guys could play around with this part if you want. I'm just letting you know ahead of time, so don't quote me on anything or that kind of stuff, because like I said, this one is an experiment and I'm just doing this part for how I feel my proportions should be. But as always, you do what you like. But anyways, I'll be back as soon as this cool off, because I want this to cool off enough so we'll be able to put it over in our pitcher, and then add our lemon juice, and then I'll water the top off. All right, guys, we are just about to the end, and as you see right here, we have our tea that's ready. And now we are about to go ahead and pour in our lemon juice, which came up to a little over a cup, just a little bit. And we're gonna pour this into our tea. So that's done. And now I am going to grab the water, which we are going to top this off with. And we are going up to 1 gallon. So of course we're going to have some water left. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, going to have some water left. So we got this up to the 128 mark. We'll go ahead and put our water aside. Grab this spoon and go ahead and mix this up. As you can see, guys, we are getting the Arnold Palmer color here. You can see how it was dark first from the tea. We added the lemon juice, and now we have this brilliant, nice gold Arnold Palmer color. So just by looks, it's looking like we're not doing too shabby. And this should be mixed well enough, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and get our graduated cylinder, and I'll be right back to give you the OG, or specific gravity. So hold on, guys. Okay, so we are going to have a nice wine, I believe. Also a nice strength or whatever, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like right around 1.090. Literally it's right there. And like I said, as you can see, look at the pretty color we have on there. And I have also tasted just a little bit of this. I think the tannins is going to really stand out up in this, and you get the tea taste and you get the lemon taste, and it tastes balanced to me or whatever. But like I said, that tannin is really popping. So when the wine do finish for this one, I most likely am going to add a little sugar to sweeten it up, because right now I think it can use a little more sugar, just a little more. But like I said, you guys can sweeten to your taste. Like I said, you can taste yours to see where it's at, and me, like I said, I'll taste mine to see where it's at. But I think when mine is finished, I might have to add a little bit more sugar to balance that tannin up in there. But other than that, the acid tastes fine, or whatever. The lemon is working well. But let's go ahead and get this video finished, because I don't want it to be long. So next we're gonna go ahead and pour this into our carboy over here, and go ahead and put our half a teaspoon of our EC-1118, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so like I said, last step, we have the yeast, and we are putting this up in here, and we are going to go ahead and top this off, and voila, we are done. And we have our Arnold Palmer wine about to start. Now, you know, guys, I always give y'all a little something to end with. Like I said, without trying to keep the videos too long. I know we've been talking about this for a few years. But anyway, this would actually make an excellent Arnold Palmer. All I recommend is maybe use 2 tea bags if you want to actually make a fresh Arnold Palmer from scratch, and you know, actually use whatever tea you want to use, and the lemon juice that we added, because like I said, maybe just add a little bit more sugar will get it to the sweetness that you would like it to be, and it would be fine with the 2 bags of tea that you put up in it instead of the 4. But like I said, I can balance this out at the end with no problem. But taste wise, it tastes pretty good. I actually like it. So I hope you guys are successful with your Arnold Palmer. I would like to say thank you for coming back and chill with your boy on the dock again. And I miss you guys with all my heart and everything. Like I said, the love is just nice, guys. Like I said, I haven't checked, and I'm about to check, but maybe I might be at 100 subscribers. But me having a very small group of people who are interested in my channel just makes me happy. And to know that a lot of y'all really didn't leave, honestly. I mean, you didn't leave me. And thank you for that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, guys. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. Enjoy this one, and I'll be back with another one. Peace, guys. So, I guess you guys thought that we wasn't going to finally get to this part. Well, kind of giving you a preview of the wine that I was talking about in this video. This is the Paint Moscato that I made already, but we're not going to focus on this one right now because this is going to be most likely probably in the next video or the video after, because I got some other things that I'm trying to do for the channel. But anyway, guys, look, we finally getting the process going. Now, this wine right here, this is the Arnold Palmer wine. It's not as clear as the other wine as you see next to it, but this is also because normally I let my wine clear with time, but that means it sits for a while or whatever. Actually, I still have to write this one, but since I don't plan on using it in any kind of competition or whatever for this year, just personal use, maybe give the bottles that I have away to friends, and I always either try to keep 2 or 1 to myself, so that way I have something that I can fall back on. So the clarity for me on this one, it's not really in particular, like I'm fine with a little bit of haze or whatever, so it's not a big deal. So basically what I'm going to do, because really I am still trying to keep my videos short, I don't like keep going on, and I hope y'all enjoyed the first half of the video. I've been trying to do my best to listen to input for different things that you guys have gave me to do on the channel, so I'm trying to incorporate some of that. Also, to let you know, if I don't go over specific things in my videos now, I'm gonna put it up in the description, plus the recipes for some of those who think I forget the yeast most of the time, but I really don't. I just be deciding what I really want to use, and then I decide what I want to go with. That's all, most of the time. So don't judge me. But anyway, like I said, what I'm going to do now, basically, and I'm sorry I'm keeping you guys up in one spot. So I'm trying to be more lively. I'm normally more lively, but your boy always got something going on.
Mr. Doc of the Bay always got something going on, and it's been a lot of issues, but we not gonna go up into that because for the moment I can't complain. It is what it is. But so once again, I'm trying to say we're gonna go ahead and rack this. Well, I'm gonna go ahead up and rack this, and I'm not gonna really show the process this time. I might show the part about back sweeten, because if you guys remember, I did say something about back sweetening this, so I have to test the gravity, see where we're at. I'll keep you informed about all of that. So let me go ahead and get the racking started. Put it up in an probably go put it up in my picture, because I'm probably go back sweeten from there, and I'm gonna let you know what's going on with the gravity. So I hope you guys like this part. Sorry it took so long. I know it was a good many years. But anyway, let me get to that and I'll be right back. All right, just wanted to show you guys right quick. This is how much we had left up in the carboy. So you see I didn't want to take the bottom of that. But as you can see, this is good for me. And when you pour it up in a glass, let me see if I can get this light. When you pour it up in a glass, see, I mean, you know, you still got, well, you got that little haze, but it's not nothing real serious. Because when I was pouring it to begin with, it was kind of clear. But like I said, this is fine enough for me, guys. But let me get to the stage of putting this hydrometer up and see where we at, and then see how we're gonna back sweeten. All right, like I said, guys, I already pretty much showed you what it looked like, and as I told you, look how clear that is. Sometimes all you need is time. Just trying to get you in to see what I'm looking at. And that's basically what we are looking at. Final gravity came out to 1.020. I'm gonna do the math for y'all and put it on here so you can see what the final ABV is. But at 1.020, obviously this is, you know, it have a little sweetness to this, so I shouldn't have to even put that much sugar up in this. But I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna get back to the tasting. Oh my God, guys, look at that pretty color in the glass. Look at it. It's like almost a pale straw color, as you see. And it has clarity. So I wasn't pulling your leg when I said most of the time you just need time. And I actually didn't have to back sweeten it. I went ahead and got a little taste, and actually it tastes pretty good. And I'm gonna wind up tasting it. And sorry, I'm not gonna have you guys looking at me. It's nighttime and kind of up in my bed clothes. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a swallow and give you my impression of how it tastes. Ooh. Oh my God. Guys, this is so delicious. I'm being honest with you. The tannin is perfect. It wind up working itself out. I didn't know how that was coming out, since we use four bags of black tea. So it worked out fine, and I'm actually enjoying the feel and the taste in my mouth. It almost feels mouth watering with that dryness, but the acid for them lemons work perfectly. So if you was to, like, I don't know how to describe it. You know how they got the hard tea that you get in the can or whatever? So imagine I'm not gonna say, because I don't really care for that tea. I'm sorry if anybody like it. But I'm saying, imagine if you had an Arnold Palmer in a wine or a liquor or a liqueur or something like that. But this is something that you can drink. It would be refreshing when cold, because as of right now, it's not cold. It's room temperature, but it's fine. The sweetness is fine. Like I said, the tannin is fine. The acid is fine. Everything wind up working itself out. I know I like to put a few things in the video just in case, because I know everybody is different. But for experiment, this came out perfect for me. And like I said, I would recommend any one of you guys try it. Once again, I'm not gonna keep you long, but I thought I should give you guys the wine tasting and let you know what my thoughts is. And like I said, this is probably would be one of my favorite wines, because I also love the lemonade that I made. Never got to show you guys that one with the lemonade wine, but actually that's one of my top wines. Lemonade wine is great. If you can make my recipe or anybody else's recipe that made the lemonade wine, definitely get that one to try. And like I said, guys, love you. Thank you for all of the support, and I was glad that I was able to bring this tasting to you. Remember, try this. It's so delicious. And I'll see you on the next video. I got more to come, and I got some special ones coming, so make sure y'all stay tuned. Bye. Love you guys. Peace.